Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, October 3rd, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 521 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Illinois troopers expressway shooting death ruled suicide. Brutal beatings leave 2 people dead and a third near death, Polk County Sheriff says. Alabama lawmakers approve controversial plan to use $400 million in COVID-19 relief funds to build 2 new prisons. The possible reasons why Rodrigo Duterte is retiring from Filipino politics. An Alaska man was killed during his vacation after a piece of metal fell off a truck and crashed into his windshield on a highway. Mormon president, church leaders speak pure truth. 3 valets struck, killed by vehicle eluding Houston police. A New York doctor who is accused of branding 17 sex slaves for an XIVM cult has lost her medical license. Baseball fans recall shot heard round the world 70 years later. Dwindling Alaska's salmon leave Yukon River tribes in crisis. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Stanford shocks number 3 Oregon following controversial penalty in final seconds, Yahoo Sports. Notre Dame vs Cincinnati score, takeaways, number 7 Bearcats make playoff statement in upending number 9 Irish, CBSSports.com. 2 killed, 1 unlikely to survive in Florida after man allegedly goes on rampage with baseball bat and knife, Fox News. Georgia Bulldogs coach Kirby Smart unsure when QB JT Daniels will return from lat sprain, ESPN. Gabby Petito's mom demands that Brian Laundrie turn himself into police, New York Post. European-Japanese space mission captures pictures of Mercury the Hill. Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin encourages fans to get your popcorn ready. Alabama drops 28 points in first half, Fox News. COVID-19 deaths eclipse 700,000 in U.S. as Delta variant rages, Associated Press. Trump asks U.S. judge to force Twitter to restore his account, ABC News. Death of Illinois State Police Trooper Gerald Mason on Dan Ryan Expressway ruled suicide, Chicago Sun-Times. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Cyber Ninjas Arizona recount missed thousands of votes, says expert review. Top U.S. official apologizes in Haiti for migrant treatment. Women's March targets abortion access on steps of Supreme Court. Myanmar Kano, sheriff says body found believed to be of missing Florida student. Jennifer Garner sends selfie to random stranger in wrong number mishap. Police, service members bragged about credentials to join Oath Keepers, reports. Extreme numbers of large invasive spiders in Georgia may be a good thing. Biden says everybody is frustrated as his agenda stalls. Rare flower found at site of planned lithium mine may get endangered status. I adopted a pandemic puppy, and it almost caused me to have a breakdown. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Victim of mass shooting speaks about his injury. Student on life support after getting COVID-19. Flash flood warning, issued for Houston area. Trouble downtown St. Louis club order to close. Omaha woman, to celebrate quiet 115th birthday. Police release videos after shootings. Police, man who refused to wear mask arrested. Teens say students used item to attack. Freshman who injured his spine returns to hero's welcome. Military father surprises child at school. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Supporters of abortion rights, at nationwide marches, try to regain momentum. 2 studies suggest that newer variants of the coronavirus are better at traveling through the air. Whistleblower to accuse Facebook of contributing to January 6 riot, memo says. On divestment, Harvard activist Swan. Hurricane Sam, now a Category 3 storm, is expected to weaken. Mahabala, 46, dies, documented ethnic cleansing of Rohingya. Myanmar Kano case, body believed to be hers is found, sheriff says. An erotica pioneer goes from hero to villain for dozens of authors. Biden's agenda in doubt as he aids progressives in fight with moderates. Senate sends bill to Biden ending furlough of 3,700 transportation workers. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. 2 killed, 1 unlikely to survive in Florida after man allegedly goes on rampage with baseball bat and knife. Tom Brady chasing NFL history in highly anticipated game versus Patriots. Jays stay close in wild card race, hit 5 hours, route O's 10-1. Desmond Ridder, number 7 Cincinnati beat number 9 Notre Dame 24-13. Number 16 Coastal Carolina swarms Louisiana Monroe in 59-6 win. Bruce Arians on Patriots, it's just another game for most of Buccaneers. Southern Cal bounces back to beat Colorado Buffaloes 37-14. Low hits 3 hours, Rays roll 12-2 to prevent Yankees WC clinch. After 4 years, Jeter still believes Marlins can be a winner. Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin encourages fans to get your popcorn ready. Alabama drops 28 points in first half. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, October 3rd. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Boris Johnson threatens reckless and selfish protesters with huge fines and jail. Emily Ratajkowski accuses Robin Thicke of grabbing her bare breasts. Experts warn fuel crisis is worsening amid price hikes that see garages charging almost $3 per liter. Strictly pros call in their union over vaccine row. Aggressive volcano off La Palma blows open 2 new fissures. Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak cut secret tax deal on eve of Tory party conference. How COVID has hit a quarter of Premier League players with Norwich and Manchester City worst hit. Duchess of Cornwall listens to children read stories at Clarence House with Charity Silver Stories. Britain faces a double whammy of food price rises that will squeeze consumers, experts warn. Half-term holidays here we come. Boris Johnson is set to slash red list to just 9 countries. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Afghans are scrambling to protect their art from the Taliban. Upheavals have forced culture underground before. Antonio is one of the most prolific migrant smugglers on the U.S.-Mexico border. He's about to turn 18, and he has a decision to make. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte announces retirement from politics. Erupting Spanish volcano turns more aggressive, officials. Italian vessel rescues 65 from migrant boat fleeing Libya. Libya's migrant roundup reaches 4,000 amid major crackdown. In Merkel's party, election blow triggers soul-searching on future without her. Thousands in Brazil protest Bolsonaro, seek his impeachment. Squid Game is number 1 on Netflix and South Koreans are using the survival drama to talk about inequality. Officials say clashes in southern Yemen kill 10. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Wrexham need to get out of this league, says McElhenney after game is called off. Coronavirus hive, global deaths pass 5 meters, UK to /number of countries on travel red list, as it happened. It is like drink driving, Jurgen Klopp says anti-vaxxers endanger others. Luis Suarez strikes as Atletico Madrid push Koeman closer to Barcelona exit. Fire devastates Honduras Caribbean resort island of Guanaja. Tragic and completely avoidable, U.S. hit 700,000 COVID-19 deaths. Pelosi shifts infrastructure bill deadline to October 31st amid Biden frustration. It will be found, search for MH370 continues with experts and amateurs still sleuthing. Mass protests in Brazil call for Jair Bolsonaro's impeachment. Arsenal hold off Brighton in stalemate as Miguel Arteta accepts point gained. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Watch, Kilauea volcano continues to erupt. Biden says he'll work like hell to get infrastructure agenda across finish line. German Greens leadership steal party for government. Far-right protesters in Romania reject virus restrictions. Pharmacies face first trial over role in opioid crisis. Powerball jackpot is biggest lottery prize in over 8 months. Death of Illinois state trooper found shot in squad car ruled a suicide, AP. Sheriff, man attacks, kills 2 co-workers, 3rd victim critical. Report, 9 NYC firefighters suspended over racist messages. Officer dies after he and another shot in line of duty. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Mozambique's tuna corruption scandal puts justice on trial. Rape case sparks fury over China's work drinking. Budget Ukrainian airline swaps high heels for trainers. The American father and son building a Gothic folly in France. Abortion rights march, thousands attend rallies across U.S. Brazil Bolsonaro, thousands protest calling for president's removal. Islamic State, Canadian accused of being voice behind the violence. Paris attacks, haunting survivors' memories shake terror trial. Climate change, stop smoke and mirrors, rich nations told. Rodrigo Duterte, Philippine president announces retirement from politics. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Hundreds of marches take place nationwide as protesters decry unprecedented attack on reproductive rights. Our hearts are broken, body believed to be missing college student Maya Marcano found, Florida sheriff says. Lingering COVID symptoms are common, new studies find, U.S. passes 700,000 deaths, latest COVID-19 updates. Thousands march in support of abortion rights. Women's march targets U.S. court on abortion rights. Today in history for October 3rd. Cleveland women march for reproductive rights. Biden expresses frustration as agenda stalls. The day in pictures. Hot air balloons return to skies in New Mexico. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Coast Guard rushes to contain 13-square-mile oil slick off Newport Beach. Hot, dry weather challenges crews fighting California wildfires. Thousands participate in 5th annual Women's March in downtown Los Angeles. Magnitude 3.5 earthquake strikes Oakland. The Loneliest Americans, a conversation about Asian Americans and race with J. Caspian Kang. Coastal erosion in San Clemente threatens railroad tracks, pricey homes. Woman shot by police after stabbing her son in South LA, both hospitalized, Los Angeles Police Department says. Photos, Pacific Air show thunders over Huntington Beach this weekend. Earthquake, 3.2 quake reported in Oakland. National Guard activated to assist beleaguered hospitals in rural California. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Mass protests in Brazil call for Jair Bolsonaro's impeachment. Huge crowds paraded through downtown Rio on Saturday to voice their outrage at Bolsonaro's response to a COVID outbreak that has killed nearly 600,000 people and dealt a heavy blow to the South American country's economy. Queensland police refused to remove traditional owners occupying a Denny's coal mine site. South Korea looks to Germany for reunification pointers. Unvaccinated travelers to be banned from international Air NZ flights. One News. COVID-19, get the jab or get another job. Sajid Javid warns care workers. If we fight, we both lose, Chinese ambassador to the U.S. says smoother road ahead is a priority. China gorges on American grain-fed beef amid shrinking supplies from down under. Beef imports from the U.S. have grown 9 times in the first 8 months of 2021. Australia also fell behind the United States this year as the top exporter of grain-fed beef to China. A man developed restless anal syndrome weeks after recovering from a mild case of COVID-19. Families told to freeze Christmas dinner as festive shortages loom. Another Mexican journalist murdered, 6th this year. Gambia, the world's only country on track to meet its Paris Agreement goals. Paris demonstrators demand EU ban products linked to Uyghur slave labor. Spain to ban sale of fruit and vegetables in plastic wrapping from 2023. Toronto prepares to ask Health Canada to decriminalize illicit drug possession. The next headlines are from Forbes. Rising power. Cincinnati punishes Notre Dame for stealing its best coaches. Fox News, journalists shouldn't praise YouTube ban on anti-vaccine content. Half of NBA teams require COVID-19 vaccines or tests for fans to attend games, see full list. Alessandro Nivola finally takes center stage in The Many Saints of Newark. Body of Maya Marcano, missing Florida college student, believed found, police say. MLW stars Hammerstone and Matt Cross talk MLW fight. Land on Vice TV. In photos, abortion rights advocates plan rallies across U.S. following Texas law. It's about time. Pelosi sets new October 31st deadline for passing infrastructure bill. Friday box office, Shang-Chi falls to Venom 2 feat as Dear Evan Hansen plunges 78%. Does Venom, Let There Be Carnage have a post-credits scene? The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,735,483,825 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Stanley Tucci says he was still recovering from cancer treatment while filming Searching for Italy. Jonas Carpignano's Achiara takes top prize at Zurich Film Festival. Celebrities rally behind Women's March for Reproductive Rights, We Won't Go Backwards. The White Room, From Everybody Has a Plans on a Pitterberg, set up at Bikini, Picardia exclusive. International box office, No Time to Die headed for record-breaking $113 million opening. Lorraine Snigold, longtime TV marketing executive, dies at 65. Mexico's Ivan Lowenberg on No Quiero Ser Polvo, seeing omens in thunderstorms, casting his mom. NBCU and YouTube TV clinch new agreement, no price increase for streaming service. Ariadne's Conchero to unveil Here Be Dragons at Guadalajara, backed by CDOS Cinema, Trills exclusive. Jane Campion and Benedict Cumberbatch discuss toxic masculinity and the American frontier at the Power of the Dog NIF premiere. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Everybody is frustrated, except for Biden, about agenda delays. The body of missing Florida college student Maya Marcano has been found. Fifth Women's March focuses on reproductive rights after new Texas abortion law. Aussie shuts down after accusations of deceit, as high-profile backers peel away. American, Alaska Airlines and JetBlue will require their employees to be vaccinated. 3,700 auto workers head back to work after Congress passes short-term highway funding. Aussie shuts down as problems mount for the media company. National Women's Soccer League Commissioner is out amid scandal. After a century of waiting, Russians witness a royal wedding once more. Biden's proposal to give IRS more info on bank accounts faces criticism. The following headlines are from The Week. Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema calls her party's two-track legislative approach an ineffective stunt. Has the Walton family gained an outsized influence over a crucial environmental crisis? Incentives key to United Airlines' extremely effective vaccine mandate. How economists think the White House should potentially scale back Biden's $3.5 trillion agenda. 7 brutally funny cartoons about Democratic infighting. How to negotiate salary. China, turning away from Western-style capitalism. Tom Brady puts Bill Belichick's legend to the test. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, October 3rd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Hello, Mercury, BP Colombo speeds by. Earth is dimming due to climate change. Watch for torrid meteors throughout October. Draconid meteor shower 2021 will peak October 8th. The next news is from Politico. Women's March targets Supreme Court, with abortion online. Sinema slams Democratic leadership on infrastructure vote delay. Philippine leader Duterte announces retirement from politics. Wall Street's wild party in jeopardy as Fed threatens aid cutoff. Progressives rally behind Biden's agenda, now he's got to sell them on a compromise. No way out, how the opening of a tunnel blocked the path to peace in Jerusalem. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. NSW records 667 new local COVID-19 cases and 10 deaths. Game on, NRL Grand Final to be played in Brisbane after no new local cases. Van Vleuten breaks pubic bone as Strongman wins Paris-Roubaix. Spacecraft reveals rare images of Mercury after a flawless flyby. Pub near airport, Redcliffe Medical Center added to COVID exposure list. Best of Cartoons, October 3rd, 2021. Is the coronavirus getting better at airborne transmission? Andrew Constance set to resign from NSW Parliament for federal guilt. Inside the humble Cottesloe home that led Australia through World War II. Springboks back to number 1 after edging All Blacks in Thriller. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. So long, splendid ivory-billed woodpecker, 23 species from 19 states lost to extinction. Outside the box, the growth gap is widening at the expense of states with lower vaccination rates. Next Avenue, 1 in 5 older Americans say they used up their savings or lost their main source of income because of the pandemic. Newswatch, the biggest risk facing investors this earnings season is lurking just beneath the surface. Robert Powell's retirement portfolio, 3 retirement mistakes to avoid, and how to fix them if you can. Brett Aarons' RWA, my ridiculously simple inflation hedge. Personal Finance Daily, a growing number of parents want to have their young children vaccinated as soon as possible, and what would happen if Americans could easily look up everyone's salary. Project Syndicate, for the sake of working people, Lael Brainard should lead the Federal Reserve. The big move, my mom, 76, is in assisted living and owns a rental home. How can we use it to fund her long-term care and reduce capital gains? The Conversation, a new platform lets you buy shares of blue-chip paintings, but is art a wise investment? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Pahang pupil is world's best young inventor, the Star Online. AI versus manual patent searching, how a hybrid approach can optimize success, IPWatchdog.com. New Illinois Newsletter online columns, Danville Commercial News. Alfred Nobel's gunpowder factory is still in business in Sweden a century on, the local Sweden. More than FinTIF, what to know about the PTAB revision bill, Law 360. The next headlines are from Quartz. Descendants of P&G's founders are publicly criticizing the company's role in forest destruction. Weekend Brief, bad news for electric bills. The following headlines are from TechDirt. This week in TechDirt history, September 26th, October 2nd. PS4 battery timekeeping time bomb silently patched by Sony, PS3 consoles still waiting. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Oregon football. UFC Fight Night. Ohio State vs. Rutgers. Kamala Harris. FC Barcelona. Tennessee vs. Missouri. Maya Marcano. Cincinnati football. Barcelona. Texas vs. TCU. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Algeria recalls envoy, accuses Paris of interference after Macron slams post-colonial hatred of France amid migrant visa row. Detained ex-leader Saakashvili came to Georgia to stage coup, says head of ruling party, as projections show it leading in polls. BP Colombo probe snaps mesmerizing up-close photos of Mercury during mission's first flyby of planet. Escape from Dunkirk, French police fire at migrant boat runners with rubber bullets, cracking bones and sending 2 to hospital. All out, Sancho CRP, cheeky young fans hijack MUTV to call for Solskjaer's dismissal in hilarious scenes, video. How much more punishment can he take? Fans react as MMA veteran Bennett loses 17th straight fight, video. Russian chess queens beat India to win World Women's Team Championship. Saudi-Canadian Islamic State narrator, voice behind violence in terror groups' gruesome videos, hit with terror charges in U.S. Unluckiest player in football, Timo Werner recovers from having 16th goal disallowed to help snatch win for Chelsea. UK Health Sec Javid jabs football star vaccine refusers after disappointing reports that England aces rejected COVID shots. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. India's ivermectin blackout, the secret revealed. People are moving back, NYC rentals become scarce as city life returns. Russia joins China in saying AUKUS threatens nuclear non-proliferation. A dip in shipping rates, the end of the nightmare, or just the eye of the hurricane. Inspector General audit finds widespread problems with FBI's FISA applications. Taiwan bristles, lashes out after China's largest ever aerial show of force. Panic buying, a rush too hard. National School Board Association demands Biden give them FBI protection from terrorist parents. First responders, from heroes to zeros. Iran says war with Israel has already begun amid fresh covert attacks. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Thousands of women march across the U.S. in support of abortion rights. How will the Taliban handle its dispute with Tajikistan? U.S. sooner or later must recognize Taliban, Pakistan PM Khan. UN peacekeeper killed in blast in Mali's troubled north. Algeria recalls ambassador to France for consultations. Nations urge to eat climate activists' demands for bold action. Sudan factions form new alliances, splits deepen. Biden will work like hell to pass social safety bills. Samos, where Europe lost its values and moral responsibility. A year on, India Dalit rape victims' family waits for justice. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Justice Alito slams false and inflammatory Atlantic article on Texas pro-life law. Skilled Vietnam vet looks for a job in trying times. GOP Rep Nels, we shouldn't fund electric charging stations in $1.2 trillion bill, GM and Tesla should pay for them. Dem Rep Torres, $3.5 trillion in spending is a modest investment. Joe Biden issues statement to mark 700,000 coronavirus deaths, goes golfing. Laurene Powell jobs burned after digital media firm she invested in shuts down over allegations of fraud. Exclusive, Black Caucus endorses Virginia Republican Glenn Youngkin for governor after backing McAuliffe in 2013. Democrat Guttheimer livid over Pelosi postponing bipartisan infrastructure bill vote. Photo, father of daughter with Down syndrome honors ballet teacher's kindness with mural. Watch, UPS driver helps rescue family trapped in floodwaters, my son is a hero. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. There are still honest people in the world, and that honesty can lead to miraculous outcomes. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. 4 in 10 older Americans say they've had the best sex of their lives as they've aged. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, October 3rd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Bear eats a bunch of fruit prior to long tree nap, prompting warning from Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Missouri beehive thief pleads guilty. Billionaire Bill Gross gets suspended jail sentence in loud music feud with neighbor. Akron man, upset after crash, fired shotgun at his car, police. Kilogram of nails, screws and knives removed from man's stomach. Missouri couple accused of child abuse want home confinement ease to go to Walmart. Ninja attacks special forces. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Get 3 PlayStation Plus memberships to give away or keep for yourself, and it's all on sale big right now. There's a multi-billion-dollar market for your phone's location data. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Astronomers may have discovered first planet to orbit 3 stars. Scientists capture the fleeting transition of water into a highly reactive state. Directly into the brain, a 3D multifunctional and flexible neural interface. Gene therapy can restore vision after stroke. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, October 3rd from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Latest from Saturday LDS General Conference, help those with mental health challenges, members told. 1,000 rally for Women's March in Utah to protest anti-abortion laws. Utah Jazz guard Donovan Mitchell pays tribute to late Utah football players Aaron Lowe, Ty Jordan. The Utah Jazz won't miss Rep Chris Stewart or anyone else upset by the team's vaccine mandate, Robert Garrick says. Aiden Helms touchdown gives Mountain Ridge an overtime win against West Jordan. David Brooks, this is why we need to spend $4 trillion. 5 things we learned in Utah State's loss to number 13 Bayou. Gordon Monson, Tyler Allgeier is without peer, Bayou's Player of the Year. Tribute newsletter, Aaron Lowe's death brought us back to this place, I cannot believe it. As Great Salt Lake shrivels and Salt Lake Valley's population swells, state regulators reveal what worries them most. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. How Miami's mayor hopes to build a new, and crypto-friendly, Silicon Valley. Neiman Marcus discloses a 2020 data breach that impacted 4.6 million customers. Chip shortage makes GM scrap its hands-free highway driving feature. Linus Torv American League Division Series on Community, Rust and Linux's longevity. More vaccinations, less pushback, America's vaccine mandates are working, says public health professor. Netflix reveals its most watched TV shows and movies of all time. Alliance including Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and IBM vows to protect rights and privacy with trusted cloud principles. Bought web traffic and a fake YouTube executive, the spectacular failure of Ozzy. The Big Delete, inside Facebook's crackdown in Germany. Linguists lament slang ban in London school. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. St. Louis police, another child involved in carjacking. Illinois truck driver sentenced to 15 years for impregnating Virginia girl. Cape Girardeau Mason lays 702 bricks in 1 hour, earning Missouri's best bricklayer title. Car strikes concrete post, woman dies in crash early Saturday in St. Louis. St. Louis police investigate after man fatally shot Friday morning. These are the top Halloween costumes of 2021, according to one survey. Texas abortion law, 600+ protests in all 50 states to be held Saturday. U.S. COVID death toll tops 700,000. Police investigate after fisherman sees body floating in Illinois side of Mississippi River. Missouri Education Commissioner explains what's next after declining test scores. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Trump asks U.S. judge to force Twitter to restore his account. Camp Pendleton Marines help distribute pet food to rescue groups. Weekend weather, sunny skies expected for county. San Diego County reports 525 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths. Moped driver seriously hurt in collision with car in Mission Valley. Subway surfer dies after falling from top of train in NYC. Sidney Walton, beloved San Diego World War II veteran, dies at 102. Is Dingler out? Conflicting reports on Padres manager's future. News now, what to know about the march shutting down parts of downtown. Women's March San Diego joins rallies across nation. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Air Force activates first Europe-based F-35A squadron. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Giants miss chance to clinch NL West, fall to Padres in 10th. Man accused of punching flight attendant was hearing voices, prosecutors say. Trump asks U.S. judge to force Twitter to restore his account. Under the weather, Andrew Wiggins misses Warriors practice. Crews work to contain structure fire in Union City. Air District extends spare the air alert for smog. 30 years later, remembering lives lost in 1991 Oakland firestorm. Subway surfer dies after falling from top of train in NYC. Elizabeth Holmes attorneys pin blame on ex-boyfriend, lab director. Another earthquake strikes San Leandro. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Lee, Paoletti helped Delaware rush by Albany 20-15. Bears, QB Fields will start Sunday versus Lions. Bawden, Grambling pull 37-28 upset of Alabama A&M. Constable, at 96, lifelong painter gets her first art show. Suburban Skyview, Lake County barn offers reminder of farming history. Super Bowl Shuffle, what it would mean to bring the big game to the suburbs. Glenview Women's Rights March draws nearly 300 supporters. Lake County Police dog helps officers find Grays Lake teens who fled from stolen car. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Trick or treat, research finds favorite candy in each state. Seattle's Northgate Link Light Rail extension officially opens for riders with 3 new stations. Website to opt out of Washington's new long-term care tax crashes on first day. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.9 m, depth 589.37 km, in Brazil February 10, 2021, 12:50 to UTC, about 15,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 10 km, in Samoa February 10, 2021, 4:24 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Turkey. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, October 3rd in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Body believed to be missing, 19-year-old Maya Marcano found, Florida sheriff says. La Palma eruption, Spanish volcano turns more aggressive, officials say. Weak front arrives Sunday, amazing weather to follow. 3 Valley workers killed near sports bar after driver loses control while fleeing HPD after car stunt. Man wanted by U.S. Marshal seen kicking vehicle panel, wiggle out, and fall from moving vehicle. Some roads impassable due to high water. Former student charged with felonies after Yes Prep Southwest shooting, principal wounded. 17-year-old finds his mom shot to death in bed after neighbor's gun accidentally discharged, police. Pacific Air Show in Huntington Beach, here's how to catch the action live on Hulu. 2 injured into alarm West Houston apartment fire. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Thousands in rally for abortion rights, oppose Texas curbs. Italian vessel rescues 65 from migrant boat fleeing Libya. Rockies promote interim GM Bill Schmidt to permanent post. Third Alaska hospital invokes crisis care mode in COVID spike. New landmark recognizes Chinese contributions to Yosemite. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra extra, Polly Walnuts has nothing on this North Dakota squirrel. Subway surfer dies after falling from top of southbound J train, police say. We're literally on the map, Queen Street co-named after historic Nears Tavern. MTA says new employees hired on or after November 14th must be fully vaccinated for COVID. Aladdin cancels more performances after breakthrough COVID-19 cases at company. We had a very high patient count, 4-year-old child among 16 injured in Sunset Park blaze. NYC schools are in full swing but after-school programs struggle to find enough staffing. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Stopping the March Towards Famine, a UN Resident Coordinator blog. Nonviolence Day offers prospect for new era of peace, trust and tolerance. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. California becomes first state to require a COVID-19 vaccine for school children. Louisiana health system to charge employees with unvaccinated spouses a monthly premium of $200. Farm to Fork, how the EU and the Davos cabal plan to control agriculture. Georgia arrests ex-President Saakashvili after return from 8-year exile in Ukraine. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Yes, Skittles is bringing back its lime flavor. Yes, it's possible to book the Scream House on Halloween. Did Bobby Leach survive Niagara Falls, only to die after slipping on orange peel? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Didn't do his job, school cop who shot teen was only hired months ago. Body of Florida student found a week after spurned suspect killed himself. TikTok star killed in fiery crash was being chased by cops near Mexico border. Kristi Noem tries to mop up damage from Nightmare Week. People ignoring women's abortion choices should be ashamed. Louis Menon dynamites the cliché of the sleepy 50s. How Aussie's guru kept House of Cards from collapsing, until now. The mom selling creepy photos of young ballerinas online. The COVID antiviral pill could pull hospitals back from the brink. Who should be the next James Bond? The internet's most annoying debate returns. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Wayne LaPierre retains leadership of NRA, loyalist Charles Cotton elected president. Knicks looking to take more three-pointers, if they are the right ones. Tender photo of firefighter reading to girl who survived crash melts hearts. Best star snaps of the week, ready on set with Brad Pitt, Emmy Rossum and more. All the celebrities and more who hit the Balenciaga red carpet in Paris. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Ask Astro how often do 2 different solar eclipses cross paths? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. U.S. COVID death toll hit 700,000. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Emily Ratajkowski says Robin Thicke grabbed my bare breasts on set of Blurred Lines video. Gabby Petito's mother tells Brian Laundrie turn yourself in, as she joins Twitter, tweets for the first time. Biden mourns painful milestone of 700,000 American COVID-19 deaths. Trump asks federal judge to let him back on Twitter. Florida nurse fired after mocking newborn with birth defect online, sharing photo on Instagram. Body of missing college student Maya Marcano found. Queen Elizabeth says she shared many happy memories with Prince Philip in wonderful Scotland. Women's March in Washington goes to Supreme Court. Alaska's vanishing salmon push Yukon River tribes to brink. Bridge that inspired Winnie the Pooh books up for auction. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Daley Plaza rally and march against Texas abortion ban concludes peacefully as thousands cry out, "My body, my choice." 2 injured in shooting near North Police Station, police say. Death of Illinois state trooper ruled suicide, officials. Defend abortion access rally and march. 42-year-old man critically injured in early morning vehicle crash in Humboldt Park, charges pending against other driver, police say. Teenage boy, 16, shot early Saturday morning in Lakeview neighborhood, among at least 9 injured in overnight city shootings, police say. Political shrugs replace scramble for funding as Bears Eye move to suburbs. Cities are smarter now. Death investigation underway after veteran trooper fatally shot on Dan Ryan, officials say. DuPage County trainer found guilty of animal cruelty after kennel fire that killed 29 dogs. The following headlines are from phys.org. Graphene, miracle material singled out for COVID conspiracies. Scientists decipher Marie Antoinette's redacted love notes. Europe, Japan probes to get first look at destination Mercury. Brazil's Amazon records least September fires in 20 years. Northeast Atlantic countries create new protected sea area. Endangered status proposed for Nevada Floweret lithium mine. Two-dimensional hybrid metal halide device allows control of terahertz emissions. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, October 3rd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Shriveling of Arctic sea ice cover slowed a little this summer, but it still remains in a precarious state. What if we aren't the first advanced civilization on Earth? Colonizing Mars could speed up human evolution. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. It's going to be a work in progress. Kraken's defensive system will take some time to implement. Tim Demorats TD lifts Fordham to 42-41 win over Lafayette. Lee, Paoletti helped Delaware rush by Albany 20-15. Georgia Southern runs for 7 TDs, beats Arkansas State 59-33. Miller leads Tennessee Tech comeback, 28-17 over SEMO. Bowdoin, Grambling pull 37-28 upset of Alabama A&M. Red Sox rally in 9th, on brink of clinching wildcard berth. Backup QB Mayer lifts Miami, over Central Michigan 28-17. Fitzgerald field goal lifts Florida State past Syracuse, 33-30. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Stanford upsets Oregon, again, and the Pac-12 has no undefeated teams left, breaking down the playoff paths. Stanford upsets number 3 Oregon in overtime thriller. SF Giants lose late lead against Padres, NL West hopes could come down to final day. I'm furious, Bay Area residents rally for abortion rights. Top French official to hold talks with Blinken on Tuesday. UK gas shortages ease, but situation worsens around London. Under the weather Andrew Wiggins misses Warriors practice, plus more takeaways. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Cuccinelli hits Herring for taking VA in bad direction on crime. Kentucky judge won't revisit order upholding vaccine mandate. Former VP Mike Pence to speak at GOP fundraiser in Oregon. America is watching Loudoun County, Virginia parents rally for reform, against McAuliffe. Sinema slams stunt by progressive to stall infrastructure vote. Trump asks U.S. judge to force Twitter to restore his account. Parents sue Georgia school district for not ordering masks. Authorities, body of missing Florida college student Maya Marcano found. The next headlines are from The Intercept. How Rep. Josh Gottheimer got outmatched by the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Hold the line, the Progressive Caucus makes its stand. Brazilian workers paid equivalent of 70 cents an hour to transcribe TikToks. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Teen critically wounded in Rossmore shooting. Cubs COVID outbreak continues to spread as Tommy Nance lands on IL. Spring awakening gets off to a rocky start amid fall rain. Bears rookie Justin Fields to start at quarterback versus Lions in Week 4. Notre Dame falls at home to visiting Cincinnati in top 10 matchup. Things to do in Chicago for theater and dance fans. Fall, winter serve up lots of fun, attractions for the entire family. Chase Brown, Eleni run past Charlotte. Texas banned renews activism for abortion rights at Chicago rally, with a new generation coming to the fight. Bulls guard Zach LaVine is getting defensive, and it's about time. The next headlines are from the Times of India. FB acted against 3 CR posts in August, WhatsApp shut 20.7L accounts. Farmers Gareo residences of Nevis across Haryana, Punjab. Row in Punjab as CM Chinese son seen at official meeting. Government to soon clear names of new CJs of 13 HCs, CJI. Vaccination drive, dip in COVID cases help domestic air travel soar. India's vaccine coverage crosses 90 CR landmark. Farmers face water cannon near CM house. Shift in stand, government says paddy procurement in Punjab, HRY from today. Amid Punjab crisis, Gillett and Bagel strike confident notes. NCB finds drugs on cruise liner, megastar son detained. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Matthew Sates destroys 200 IM World Junior record at FINA World Cup, Swimming World magazine. Amanda Lawrence set world records in deadlift, squat and total at 2021 IPF World Championships, fitnessvolt.com. Louise Hansen throws down 56.03 SCM 100 backstroke Swedish record, swim swam. 2021 FINA World Cup Berlin, Day 2 Finals Live Recap, swim swam. Russell Orhii snags 2 world records at 2021 IPF World Championships, bar bend. Swimming World October 2021 presents, a Canadian surge, the swimmers of Canada's future, Swimming World magazine. A look at the USA's unofficial short course meters junior national records, swim swam. UCN Cable Network sets new Daughter's Day world record, IndianTelevision.com. Swimming World October 2021 presents, the Olympic Quadrennium, look back and look ahead to Paris 2024, Swimming World magazine. Fastest electric car charger, ABSET's World Record Academy. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Joint Europe-Japan space mission captures its first flyby photos of Mercury. Everyone's guessy, international survey finds. Surprising no one, Giuliani says he got his intel about election fraud off of Facebook. Chucky's new trailer is a bloody homecoming. Mike Flanagan talks Midnight Mass Catholic influences and its biggest mystery. Making Venom 2's post-credit scene happen was harder than you'd think. Stephen King's Salem's Lot finds 3 new kids to endanger. United Airlines will let iPhone users show proof of vaccination in the Apple Health app. Biden administration plans to convene 30 countries to discuss solutions to ransomware threat. Deku goes Spider-Man in My Hero Academia, World Heroes Missions trailer. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Mon in Botswana at 125.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 52 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Amundsen in Scott's South Pole Station at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. YouTube TV keeps NBC, won't have to bundle Peacock as companies strike new deal. Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Castlevania could return in 2022, allegedly. Google Pay's disastrous year continues, promised bank account feature is dead. This software aims to make your flight smoother, and help the planet. Hundreds of scam apps hit over 10 million Android devices. The following headlines are from Raw Story. 60 Minutes to air whistleblower alleging Facebook relaxed safeguards before January 6 attack, report. Corey Liu and Aoki bragged about committing multiple murders during Las Vegas incident, report. Here are 5 things we learned about Melania Trump from Stephanie Grisham's new tell-all book. Famous Cats actress breaks down why Trump's damaged soul resulted in him needing her music to calm down. Oath Keeper oversees all operations at Arizona Sheriff's Department, report. Republicans are the clowns in the debt ceiling circus, and their act isn't funny anymore. Revealed, Trump memo lawyer's friends were worried about his grip on reality. Tiny rally of 5 at Kansas Capitol seeks big change in treatment of January 6 political prisoners. Are monoclonal antibodies here? Yes, but not everyone can get them. Protesters march to Tallahassee State Capitol, Don't Texas My Florida. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Tens of thousands rally across America for abortion rights. Trump's candidate for Arizona governor says she would not have certified Biden's victory. Sinema leaves D.C. for high-end corporate fundraiser as she blocks Biden's spending bill. These corporate giants claim they support climate action. Their behavior suggests otherwise. Fat bears rule, but just how fat are they? The next items are today's top search results for Bigfoot. 22 cryptids from around the world, mental floss. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Microbes, Natural Intelligence and Artificial Intelligence, Scientific American. What's happening? Announcement WyomingNews.com, Wyoming Tribune. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Humans could live up to 130 years or even longer very soon, say scientists, India Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.